Okay, I'd like to call to order the Bedford Township Planning Commission regular meeting as March 27, 2024 at 7 o'clock. Stand to do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. Okay, Grant, can you do the roll call, please?
Yeah, Mr. Trombley?
Here.
Mr. Mahoney?
Here.
Mr. Helm?
Here.
Mr. Andrews is here, and Mr. Steiner, Mr. Lake, and Mr. Weens are all excused.
Okay, approval of the agenda.
I'll make a motion that we approve the agenda.
Second.
Mr. Lembley supports. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed. Okay, we're moving on to approval of the minutes from March 13, 2024.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of March 13th, 2024.
I'll second.
Seconded by Mr. Helm. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed. Okay, motion passes unanimously. Item 6, public comment. Is there anybody in the public who'd like to make a comment? Okay, seeing none, we'll move on to item 7, new business. Request for an accessory building location for Roy Simpson and Melinda Rucky in an R2B Lambertville Overlay District, single-family residential zoning district located within the Lambertville Village Overlay District on parcel number 5802-020-112-00, otherwise known as 3252 Lindsay Drive, Lambertville, Michigan 48144. Ms. Rector?
Yes. Again, the applicant is Roy Simpson and Melinda Rucky, 3252 Lindsay Drive in Lambertville, Michigan. Parcel number 5802-020-11200 R2B within the Lambertville Village Overlay District. Per section 400.1702B number 5, accessory buildings and uses within the Lambertville Village Overlay District states, uses in buildings clearly incidental to, customarily found in connection with, and located in the same zoning lot as the principal use shall be permitted subject to the requirements of section 1903 and shall be permitted as a principal permitted use. An accessory building shall not be located in the rear yard except as follows. If the rear yard is not feasible for the placement of an accessory structure, the Planning Commission shall have the discretion to review and approve an alternative location on the lot. The applicant is requesting the Planning Commission to approve the proposed location on the east side of the lot to construct a 22 by 24 accessory building. As the existing drive is located to the east side, this is the most desirable location. The applicant stated due to the existing utilities on the east side of the home, it would be difficult to attach to the existing dwelling. The applicant has advised the Planning Department that he has resized the structure to meet the side yard setback requirement for an accessory building and to accommodate the existing utilities. However, should the structure be located in the rear yard, additional variances would be required to meet the required rear and side yard setbacks, and potentially the structure could cover more than 25% of the required rear yard by ordinance. The applicant has noted the small shed will be torn down once the structure is completed. As per ordinance, only 2 accessory buildings are permitted. Therefore, a decision from the Planning Commission for the proposed location to construct a 22 by 24 accessory building within a side yard from the required rear yard for a parcel located within the Lambertville Village Overlay District is required. When the applicant first submitted, the structure was larger. And he had 3 foot 6 inches, so he would have had to seek a variance. However, he still had to come before the commission. Planning Commission has to approve the location in the overlay districts, but he since has resized and meets the 5 foot side yard setback. Building code requires 10 feet, and he has spoken with the building official on that regarding should it had needed a firewall. The structure of the shed, a gazebo is actually considered, when it has a roof, is considered a structure as an accessory building per building code. So he is wanting to keep the gazebo, and once the structure is completed, he will tear down the shed when he has another location to move the items currently in the shed. Having said that, the applicant is here and can have him speak.
Okay, would you like to step to the podium, state your name and address for the record?
My name's Roy Simpson, 3252 Lindsay Drive.
Okay, and I just want to advise you, we are 3 board members short tonight, so you need an affirmative vote from everybody who's present.
Yeah.
Want to proceed?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything you want to add to Ms. Rector's?
No, not nothing really to add. She pretty much named pretty much my basic interest, and I just didn't want to encroach on my rear yard, and then there probably was pretty close tolerances back there also as to moving, putting one back in the backyard. Is the reason why I chose the east side.
Is it your plan to remove both the gazebo and that storage?
Just the shed.
Just the
I'm
shed?
gonna remove, yeah.
Okay, does anybody have any questions or comments?
That's something.
Yeah, as I understand it, if this wasn't an overlay district, this wouldn't even be coming here tonight, so,
Okay.
is that right? Okay. So, if there's no objection to the proposal, somebody want to make a motion?
I got a question real quick.
Oh, go ahead.
It wasn't noted in the packet, but I assume, because you mentioned that everything else was in compliance, it wouldn't need to go to zoning, but the height of the structure wasn't noted? I assume.
I'm just gonna run a 9-foot wall.
What's the peak?
Yeah.
Peak's 9 foot?
Oh, the peak would be, I believe 12 or 11.
Is the limit 14?
I think he's permitted 14. And of course, if that is an issue when he submits for a building permit, then he would have to work with the building official, come back, and then go before the Board of Zoning Appeals. That would not be something that this board could grant, even if it was over the height. But I believe from his specs that were submitted, I believe he meets all the requirements. And the only issue was the side yard setback, and he had addressed that.
Might be just good to be aware of that.
Okay. No taller than 15 foot?
There's a formula calculation on the accessory building table, and it's half the wall height to the mean. So once you submit, when Dennis comes back, we can work through that with you.
Okay.
Okay, I think you're fine, though.
Yeah.
Good.
That's my only question.
Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the structure at 3252 Lindsay Drive in Lambertville.
Can we include that the structure will be constructed on the east side as proposed, and that the 8x12 shed will be torn down once the structure is completed?
Absolutely. Make a motion to approve the accessory building on the east side of 3252 Lindsay Drive, and the shed in the, or accessory building in the back will be torn down once the new build is completed and finalized.
Okay.
I'll second.
Mr. Helm supports. Mr. Andrews, can you call the roll?
Yes, Mr. Tremblay?
Aye.
Mr. Helm?
Yes.
Mr. Andrews is aye. Mr. Mahoney?
Yes. Motion passes 4-0. Thank you, sir. Have a good night. Moving on to item 8, public comment. Nobody in the audience wants to say anything? You want to say something? Moving on to item 9, information. Anything for us, Jody?
Yes. I just wanted to give an update that I did not move the CIP forward to the Township Board meeting on that Tuesday. I had discussions with the finance manager, Mr. Miller, and we made a decision that to allow the board, they are televised, to allow the board to have that discussion in the budget and have a defined number before they present it to include in the budget. So it is moving forward. It just did not go to that meeting as a public meeting to have the board have an opportunity to review it before and get a final determination on an exact number to allocate. Other than that, I have nothing. Have a good evening.
Okay, commission staff comment. Mr. Tremblay?
Nothing. Hope everybody has a great evening.
Mr. Helm?
Nothing for me.
Mr. Andrews?
Just want to say hello to my wife and to my father-in-law. They're watching at home.
Hello. I have nothing to add. Ms. Ingram?
Nothing.
Ms. Rector?
I'm just going to say have a happy Easter and enjoy your family.
All right, great.
Thank you.
With that, we'll adjourn the meeting. It is 7:10.